has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Brady. And right away, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice for such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Nwangwu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Brady.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
Rolling to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Brady out to his left. Taking a shot for Samuel. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating, but his message there, keep waiting.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one 62 yards in the air.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big connection on that one, 35 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Brady now to throw.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Prater on to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Nuwagu now from his end zone.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, it didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Flush to his right. Isaiah Simmons. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And they're going to get to him. That is going to be a safety. Tom Brady taken down to the end zone. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Murray now on 1st down. Flushed out right. He will find the rookie from Purdue. That's Rondale Moore. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 1st and 10, Taylor now. Uses the stiff arm. And he's taken down inside the 30.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The 3rd running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, 3rd most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football. And does Washington have it? They do.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Brady. His throw incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
From midfield, here's Brady. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And the Raiders have got him. Isaiah Simmons coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel ties LT with his 31st touchdown of the year. And Washington able to make this a close game again. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is down to 2.
Washington 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. It's a big play there for Vegas.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
Play fake. Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Kyle Pitts, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. And that makes it a 9-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Nuwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
2nd and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. It's a 1st down and more for Gibson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Washington. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and this is no ordinary run after the catch. This is supersized right here. He's able to look it in, turn upfield, and then it's as simple as looking for the area where the defenders aren't. And then he outruns them all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray. He'll drop this down to Taylor. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there for the Raiders.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 2nd and goal from the 1. Taylor. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Andy Isabella there to make the grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Prater for the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. On play action, now Brady. That one caught. It's the rookie De'Ami Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards remain for second down.
To throw is Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Now Brady. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. It doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. De'Ami Brown, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And Washington has made this a one-score game.
So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Brady's going to look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
He's at the 50, 30, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from...
There he goes, right side.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jonathan Taylor
with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point good by Prater, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Washington on third down.
They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. Even Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? He'll go for it. It's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
A give for Taylor running right side. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Jonathan Taylor becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Prater for the extra point. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On play action, it's Brady. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
And down to the 36-yard line here. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. They tried the throw on 2nd down. Unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they felt like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66.
That is caught by a diving Thomas. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this one is right through. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Only needing 2 yards on second down. To throw is Murray. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now Carter. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. Brady going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
The Raiders take over 1st and 2 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. On play action, it's Murray. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Murray. And this one is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. Murray and company going for it on 4th. Rolling to his left. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 15. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Oh, what a catch by Samuel. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's a give to Gibson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. On 2nd and 12, Brady. This one left side caught by Gibson. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Shotgun now for Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Gibson. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37.
It's now 4th down.
Brady going to go on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Brady to throw again. He'll buy some time right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Second and 8. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Once more, Gibson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go. It's Gibson. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there for the Raiders. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They'll try the left side with Taylor. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Play action. Now it's Murray. He wants it all for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Andy Isabella. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24.
They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Brady. Flushed out right. Thomas brings it in. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Brady now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Again, it's Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now Brady got to have this one. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Sly on for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Raiders 54, Washington 40.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. For 214 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First down, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
Murray now to throw. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And some room to run now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there for the Raiders. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go quickly here out to Moore. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Murray. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 12-yard line.
To throw, it's Murray. Flush to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Kyle Pitts, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Nuwanger now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And this is caught. It's Brown. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Brady. Flushed out right.
They'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady on the move to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Dyami Brown
with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year.
And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
Brady's going to look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's Murray.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown the last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On play action, now Brady. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Back to throw it. Murray going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside the 15. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a camper on this game. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with him. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try.
67, Washington 55.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Las Vegas, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year.